Hey, how's it going? It's Ari here. Hopefully you are doing well. In today's video, I want to talk specifically about how to create a custom thumbnail for your YouTube video. Now, this is something that it isn't necessarily required that you do this, but it is something that will, in my personal opinion, I feel makes your videos look much more appealing and much more likely for your viewers to actually want to click on them. So as you could see currently right now, I am just about to upload a video called How to Automate Your YouTube Channel and Post Consistently. So this is pretty much a video where I talk about how to post content on a consistent basis and have it where the content goes out even when you are, busy doing other things, and maybe you aren't, at your computer at all times, and you want to continue having content going out consistently. That's pretty much what I'm talking about in this video. Now, as you could see by default, when you go to upload a video on YouTube, YouTube will randomly take a random point in the video and it will set that as the default thumbnail. So as you can see, this doesn't really look very appealing. So when I go to upload this, it will have, this as the actual image. And this for me personally, um, it isn't very, it isn't something that I'd want to have, being shown when people see this. I'd rather have it where, it's a preset image that I took, and then it's got like the actual title. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, and I'm going to assume that if you're watching this video, you are either, a subscriber of mine, and you've been, watching my videos, the past few weeks or so, and you've been, seeing my consistent uploads, or maybe you, you happen to look up, how to create a YouTube thumbnail and you're looking to learn more about that. I'll give you an example of what I mean. So if I go to my YouTube channel right now, you'll see that each of my videos that I have up, I got like the title here, and for the thumbnail, instead of just like a still image of me at one point in the video, it's a image that I, like a selfie that I took with my phone. And then on the left, it's like, it kind of reiterates the title of the video. So it pretty much gives like a brief description of what the video is about. And while this isn't something that is, necessarily required when you upload a video, it is something that I personally feel will greatly benefit the odds of your viewers actually clicking on your video and actually, you know, uh, watching it. So this is something that will really help with capturing their attention. And there's a lot of really big YouTubers that are doing this as well. I know my channel isn't very big at the moment. It's relatively small, but I wanted to put this video out there to show how you could build your own custom thumbnail and have it set to where when you upload a video, you'll have something kind of similar to this. Um, where you could just have it where, it shows, you, and, it looks much nicer than if you were to just upload a video completely raw like this. Now, a lot of people when they're, just getting online, they may think, well, creating a custom thumbnail, it sounds kind of complicated. I'm not too tech savvy, I haven't really done this before. And to tell you the truth, from my personal experience, creating custom thumbnails, it's actually a lot simpler than you might think to create a YouTube thumbnail. There's multiple ways of how you could do it, and I will show you one route you could take. So one thing you can do is, you can go to a site like, Fiverr.com. Whoops, Fiverr.com. That is one site you can go to. You could also go to another one called Upwork. They're both freelancing sites. And what you could do here is you could actually pay someone, like 10 or 15, 20 bucks or whatever, maybe $5 to create a logo for you, and you could have someone create a YouTube thumbnail for you. Now I'm gonna assume that unless if you have like a huge budget to work with, this may not be the best option for you. So in my personal opinion, yes, this is one way you can go, but maybe it may not be the best if you're just starting out and if you're on a lower budget. So what I actually do instead is I go to a site called canva.com, and this is actually a site where you could pretty much create a YouTube thumbnail. Now, there's plenty of sites out there that you can create logos and you could use them for different social media platforms like Facebook or, YouTube or, for like a blog or something like that. But I personally like to use Canva because for one, it's free to use, and also because they give you, um, like depending on what it is that you're creating like the logo for, it gives you like a preset of like something that you could work with. So for instance, if you choose YouTube thumbnail right here, it will set it where it's, just the right amount of pixels to where when you upload your video and you put in that custom thumbnail, it will automatically fit to the size that is supposed to be, in the actual video screen that your visitors will see when they actually search up a keyword and they find your video. So Canva actually has it set up to where it automatically sets it to where, depending on what you're creating, it will automatically set it to the right size that, when someone finds your video, it fits in the little box perfectly, if you know what I mean. So to create a YouTube thumbnail, you could pretty much, I don't think you have to really create an account. You could do one as a guest, but, I'll hit create design and suggested, YouTube thumbnail. You could also do a Facebook cover if you want to. You could do a flyer, a presentation. You can create one for your blog if you want to. So I'm going to choose YouTube thumbnail. And, there's plenty of things you could really do with this site. As I mentioned, it is free to use. There is also like I believe like a paid version that you could upgrade to, and it'll give you like more customization options. Like if you, upgrade here, it'll give you some more options. But you could start with picking a template if you want to, and it'll give you like, you know, some templates that you could choose from, like, the Canadian Rockies. You could choose this for if you want to, and you could kind of, edit this to your liking. You could put in your own wording. You could change the image, and then also when you actually go to download this, it should automatically move the watermarks for you. So what I personally like to do, and I like to keep it really simple. I'm not someone who, I don't stress too much about, the actual look of, the thumbnail. I like to keep it very simple. And if you'll notice, my thumbnails are pretty much all, they all pretty much align with each other. They all kind of have that same sort of layout. So how I personally do this is I start off with, an image of myself that I uploaded. I have a few images here that I uploaded prior, and these were from a previous online project that I did. It was like a website I used to do. I don't do it no more, but I'll set up, I'll put like an image of myself. And what I recommend is you actually get like an image of yourself. You can take like a selfie of yourself, maybe go outside, get an image of yourself where, it looks very bright. The viewers, they could obviously see you. You're giving a fairly good smile or whatever. You never want to choose like a picture where it's like very dark and you are in like a dungeon or something, where people can't really see you. But pick something where it's like, people can obviously see, they see that you're a real person. That's what I recommend you do. And then what I recommend is, I put it kind of on the right, and I kind of make, about this amount of white space here, and then you could choose your background color. I just choose a solid color because I just feel like it's just a lot simpler, and I just choose black. And since the video I'm uploading is about, how to automate your YouTube channel, I will then put in a text box. Click, I just choose the default, heading form here, and I'll drag it kind of to the left. And then I will go ahead and we'll exit all that out. And then how to pretty much just, type in, a brief description of what your video is about. You kind of reiterate the title. So how to automate your YouTube channel. And then you want to make sure that it pretty much fits in entirely with the actual, the space. So in the actual, okay, so you kind of squeeze it together, and then you could just do it like that. Very simple. There's plenty of other elements you could add. Like you could add, um, grids, charts. You could add, different types of frames. I personally don't really worry about this too much when I'm creating a thumbnail. Of course, you could, go through all this and, learn about that yourself and see if something, fits for you. You could use like a certain photo that you want to use and just add, text over that. Something that is, similar to, it kind of aligns with what it is you are uploading. But in my personal case, I just like to put a picture of myself here on the right side. I have, a black background, and then I just like to put white text. And I'm going to move this to the left a little bit as well. How to automate your YouTube channel and post consistently. So something like that. Very simple, nothing too complex. This is pretty much how I create all my YouTube thumbnails. It's, not as complicated as a lot of people may think that it would be. Especially with, this site Canva, I feel like it really helps with, it's very newbie friendly, very user friendly to use. And even if you don't consider yourself to be, tech savvy like I am, you could still go on here. You could fairly easily put together a YouTube thumbnail in, maybe 5 minutes at the most. So this is pretty much what I do. And then once you're done, you could choose to download this. You just hit the download button. And based on the type of file that you are, the type of, thumbnail or logo that you're creating, it will automatically suggest the file type for you. So in my case, it's suggesting that I go with a PNG file, and then I can go ahead and download that. So I hit download, and then as of right now, it's currently downloading my my thumbnail. So it's downloading it. There it is. And then what I could do is I could take this and go back to my YouTube video, my video that I was uploading. And then at the very bottom of the page here, when you scroll down to the bottom, it shows the 3 default thumbnails that you can go with. But here's the option to go with a custom thumbnail. So you click on this, and that's going to bring up your files. You then find your thumbnail that you created. You hit that, you hit open, and then once you do this, it will upload your thumbnail to YouTube. So, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, let me know what you thought in the comments section down below. Let me know if you've had any experience with creating thumbnails yourself, and let me know if this has like helped you get like another idea or another way on how you could actually create a thumbnail for your YouTube video. I know there's plenty of ways you can go about it. There's, hiring people, as I mentioned. You could, there's plenty of other sites that you could use to create a thumbnail. But Canva is, I personally found Canva to be the easiest and most user-friendly, newbie-friendly site that I found thus far. So this is personally what I use, and I know a lot of other people are using this site as well. So I wanted to really put this out there for anyone that is, wanting to learn this. And again, it's very simple. You could follow and, kind of model off of what I'm doing, or you could, choose to go through the different, elements in here, and, you could, upload other types of, backgrounds and all that type of stuff. But, I just like to keep it very simple, and this is just a way to make your videos look more appealing to those who are searching a particular keyword, and they find your videos as well as, a lot of other videos from other channels. And, in my personal opinion, if you're looking to, increase the views that you get when someone, searches up a search term and they find your video, I think this is a really great way to do that. You want to make your videos look appealing, and this is really a great start to do it. Obviously, this isn't the best, thumbnail here. It's not perfect, but it is definitely a start. So let me know what you thought in the comments section down below. Let me know if this has helped you in any way, and take care.